Okay, good morning, everybody. What I'm going to do now is to discuss the subject of the courses a little bit, like a lot, like plagues on mankind. This is a subject that I think I did not speak about a lot on the YouTube stage. It was a recurring subject. I mean, on previous stages, Twitter, Facebook, and of course Evernote, and I've written about it and spoke about it. I mean, a lot during the last 2 years. And I mean, there is a whole like language, like symbolic language, not native, not like Hebrew and English, like native tongue or C++, like computer language, but a set of symbols that is very complicated, and I've discovered it I mean, during like a period that it took me more than a year, and I've kind of like understood this language, and this language is also something that connects me to previous messengers, because unfortunately it's like 100 years now that humanity is is full of sin with regards to the foreigners, the aliens, the strangers, whatever. And I mean, there were previous messengers before me, and they also used similar symbolic language, not exactly the same as, people, 100 years ago didn't even use, they didn't speak the same English, and por supuesto not the same Hebrew. And I haven't done, but I'm close to finishing, so I decided to do a least short video now with explanation, and then do, and when I'm done, even shorter video that to show you that I'm done. So basically, I'll not describe all the language because I've done it before in several videos, and it takes a lot of time. Basically, the main edition that was not it did not exist. On the lengthy discourse, in the lengthy discourse that predated this dramatic show now is, of course, my much better understanding of the creatures that are called Neros that are now part of the show, and I also understand things about them that maybe you have no clue, because I mean there are things that I didn't tell you because there was a ton of information that to transmit to you during the last month or so. And although there are things that I got by divination, and those who follow me, what you have a good sense of what of the kinds of things that I speak about when I'm speaking about divinations. So I have also a little bit of divinations, and that I will refer to it as well very shortly. So we will start with the first course, which also is a course, which is the 5 asteroids that will hit Earth. It's kind of like maybe the most easiest to understand. I mean, each one also contains a semen example. Each the big one contains 4, and the small, this one contains 2, and 1, 1, 1, and 1. And it's kind of like a biological fingerprint. The black, of course, background signifies space. The talcum powder are the trails of the asteroids. So I still need to finish this one. It wasn't supposed to be Earth originally. I have many boards like that. I've prepared like hundreds of them. Many were lost, broken, or whatever, stolen, because they all contain like a bit of the semen inside. And it's worse because you know that the semen, that it's not just semen, but it's actually bot juice, and the bots are very, very handy. So but I've prepared hundreds, and burned some of them, destroyed, made also kind of shows with them. People stole it from me. I lost it, whatever. So this wasn't supposed to be Earth, but it's close to Earth. So I'll continue. I'll do it very quickly with acrylic painting. Right after I finish this video. Each course should be presented in two different, if not very different, so at least slightly different way. It got a lot of reasoning behind it, and I've already mentioned, by the way, today the thing that the fact that I do everything like in twos, like not everything, but a lot of time I do things in twos, and no, it's not. Actually, I've never been in my life in Menage a Trois. One time, I mean, it was very close, but I withdrew from it because, I mean, I'm not like, I mean, it's not the time to speak about it. Just I know how you think, so I know my audience. So I mean, no, I do things in pairs because I've spoken about it in the past. It's not the time right now to repeat the whole like philosophy behind it. So the second one will be picture of I mean a drawing of the five asteroids. It will not be just any kind of drawing. It will be a drawing using the symbolic language of the star of our star. Of our star constellation, of like the Soul constellation that I've spoken about a lot in the past. And again, those who know me, I mean, already know what I mean. If you don't remember, they will recall immediately when I do it. I will do it very quickly because I will do it with acrylics, very simple, and it's kind of like it's more symbols than actual like. It's not. It's a symbolic drawing. It will take me just 5 minutes. Second course, with regards to the Earth itself. This is signified by the brown background, which is the Earth, and brown over white. White. I mean, never mind why white is in it, but the white one, the white thing is not just for functionality. I mean, it's also there is a symbolic meaning behind it. But anyway, this is Earth, the background, and we see each one contains a closed gate, a little bit different. I mean, sometimes you don't really. I mean, sometimes it's just a little different. Sometimes it's completely different. But yes, you see the closed gate. You see ashes. Ashes are a symbol of mourning. Not like mourning. Like I mean, after following the death of people. And I haven't, and in this one, I haven't put like my fingerprint, so I'll do it right now. And for that purpose, I will use semen that is colored, I mean, with the methylene blue. Why? I don't know, because, I mean, I have it from yesterday and it seems appropriate to color so the last thing is an open container with bacteria on it, which signifies, of course, diseases that will strike the earth. And I will put my those syringes, I mean the content of the syringes inside the two. This will also perhaps be. Remember that I spoke today about the Superman bacteria. Course of research, so perhaps it will also לסגור את הפינה, they say in Hebrew. I mean, it will will mark V on this thing as well as something that we've done, at least very preliminary. This is the second syringe. Okay. Now, this one is new. Oh, let's jump to here. So this is here. I mean, this should be. This is. I mean, perhaps I shouldn't talk about it too much because it's made out of clay, and you know that is. I'm currently in the beginning of a criminal trial, which revolves around clay art form, and so maybe I shouldn't talk about it too much. But I mean, I'm doing clay work. I mean, for at least a year now, and many types of clay works. And so this here will be the Semel Hamdina, like the symbol of Israel. You know, the menorah with 7 oil tubes. Tubes is the name. I don't remember the formal name. And the leaves in the sides, and the base as depicted in Triumphos of Titus, the Titus Gate in Rome. And this is, of course, the flag of Israel. Not much to say about it. I mean, my lawyers advised me not to speak on. No, actually, I'm still did not hire a lawyer for the main case, only for the arrest case. So the last one is a new one, and this will also. This also contain new symbols which will not exist. I mean, during my many lectures or discussions, and of course a lot of artwork that was prepared. I mean, as part of this issue of the courses, but this is a new thing. So first of all, what we see here is, I mean, the silver background is silver is. So this is made from the point of view of the neos, okay? This is made from like a universal point of view, I mean, of space. This is made from human point of view of the Earth. And this is from this is all the human point of view, the Earth. This is the neo point of view. It means, and for them, first of all, they don't see many colors. I mean, they see red, they see silver, and they see shades. I mean, shades of white, but sometimes they confuse white and silver. And silver is also their method of. I mean, transparent things are also seen by them many times as silver. Now, and also, this is actually not. You'll be surprised, but it's actually not only special. I mean, to neos. Actually, I mean, in the ancient Greek society, I mean, many times people, I mean, said, I mean, the word silver when they refer to the color blue, for example, for blue eyes or the blue sky. I mean, they didn't in Greek the classical age of Greece. I mean, we have tremendous amount of literature from this era, and they never speak about like the blue sky. They say the silver sky. I mean, it relates to, I mean, to how you the person, I mean, well, apparently, I mean, like, perception of colors is not only biological but also psychological. So, I mean, people are, you know, all the time they do the honking and many like hints that they should go, because apparently they think that I'm kafil, like a clone. I mean, I have been in this situation so many times that it's kind of like boring me by that point. Yeah, I'm not. But there is no way that I will be convinced by it. So I mean, because I shaved my head, and it is known that they do it. So it's like a full proof. it's a 100% convincing proof. That's what I am. And they never listen to me. They don't even hear what I say. They only watch me with cameras. So, and they don't even watch things that I publicly publish, I mean, in the internet. So, I mean, the basic thing is that I don't think that a clone could have spoken the way that I speak, and anyone that just listen to me can very well, I mean, identify the fact that I'm not but a clone. But they don't even listen. They just look at me. They don't even listen. I mean, it not metaphorically, like concretely, they don't listen. They don't have recording devices, and they don't bother checking of even things that I publicly publish. So they honk and they do the and all the normal sound and electric sound takers. That's my life. I live in hell. Israel is a hell. So let's go. I mean, do it very quickly. I mean, go over the signs. I mean, from the point of view of neos. So silver represents for them the medium, like the transparent or the white medium of the inside of the body, while the red with silver tones represent blood. So this one represents the blood of whatever. It doesn't really matter, because I mean, it could be of anyone, which I mean have it inside himself. So you could argue, what about I mean, what about you, Noam? But I'm exempt from the courses that I prefer myself. Why? Because so what we have here is the red blood cell, which you see is broken. We see the white blood cell. White is represented in silver because that's the way they see it. And it's also scratched and with ash on it, because it should be burnt and broken. And we have the neo here, which is, I mean, this is not a broken or rare cookie. It's a broken neo, but it's not finished completely. I need to finish it, and I'll do a quick finish for it. Specifically, several black tones are missing. It took me a lot of time to understand how they see themselves. But eventually I figured it out. There is also the question of the golden pool. I mean, how they are represented, but it's not relevant for this, because this art work, because here we want to reproduce a broken neo, and the course is that the neos will destroy the red blood cells in the blood where they exist, although the white blood cells, and although each other. And this one contains basically the same, but in another form, using in the Venusian culture, it took me a lot of time to understand it because it all came from divination. Nobody ever told me about it. But in the Venusian culture, which I know nothing about, and I've never been there, and actually I'm not even, I do not even belong there. I mean, I belong to Earth. I mean, I was born here, and unfortunately, I mean, everything I know about Earth. I know nothing about Venus, and I know nothing about the original like the place where my culture was originated, the hypothetical place I called Bear Island. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course it's not here in the solar systems, but solar system. I mean, in order to get there, you need interstellar ship, and one of the main problem of my life is the fact that I don't have one, and they are probably difficult to obtain. Anyway, so this is I mean, this shape represents a tomb. It's very similar to the tomb of Absalom which is located in Kidron River in Jerusalem, if someone remembers. So they have tombs there. They are not that primitive in Venus. So this is a tombstone, and inside it we have material from microscopic slides that I prepared that I basically said the same thing like here, but in very in a miniature size, like the broken arrow, the broken white blood cell, and the broken red blood cell. So that's it. The only thing that we should now finish is finish here the symbol of the symbol of the menorah, also black stain here and black stain here. Never mind now what they represent, it's not that important. This is done, and here we need to we need to finish the earth, which will be just add shades of brown and white, perhaps a little bit of green. I'm not really going to draw or paint the globus right now, and draw the symbolic version of the 5 asteroids that will hit Earth. So when I'm finished, it will take me about 15 minutes, I guess, maximum. I'll create a very short additional video just for the, so we'll see the result, and then we will continue our research. There are tons of things to do, and I don't want to miss any day. And again, I will say that I think that we are very, very close to I mean, at least prepare a Gantt, I mean, like a schedule with concrete steps that could be made and should be made in order to actually get to the next step in our project, which means starting to release life forms to the wild again. So they will be in the natural place, in nature, and not not captive like in the prison. So, and of course it should be done with cautious and as according to the plan. But of course that's the main goal, and we can I mean, following yesterday's progress, I think that we can really start envision it, like how it's going to be, or at least how it's going to start. And it's very, very exciting. So let's talk about it, but first finish this art project. So bye for now.